Note, let's welcome in our guest joining us on the show, Lancelot D'Cunha, CIO at ValueX Advisors, joining in, and Dyaneshwar Padwal of KIFS TradeCapital also. Dyaneshwar, let me start with you. You know, it's been a one-way slide as far as the market is concerned after we reclaimed that 11,000 mark last week. 6 straight sessions of closing in the negative. We've given up some very key supports as well. We've managed to reclaim a couple of them, but it's still very, very touch and go, and it's looking fairly weak as far as the setup is concerned. It's not just the Nifty, the Bank Nifty also seeing a fair amount of weakness. What is the sense that you have? What is the range that you are seeing for the market going forward from here?
Yeah, good afternoon, Nimrita. Overall chart structure, so we have seen that the Nifty has taken a resistance of 11,120, and after that the 7 days of consecutive fall and negative closing has been observed in the benchmark indices, that is Nifty. But if you look at the overall chart structure of Nifty, it is moving in an rising wedge pattern where the first line of defense for the bears has been placed near about 10,650 mark. And in today's trading session, we have seen that the bear rally has been caught near about 10,620 and managed to close above the 10,700 mark. So 10,650 would be a very crucial support for the benchmark index, that is Nifty, for a next week. And if I'm expecting some pullback to be happen into next couple of trading days, and pullback may last towards the 10,860 odd mark where the 200-day SMA is placed.
All right, so that's the range to watch as far as the Nifty is concerned. What about the Bank Nifty, Dyaneshwar? How is that looking to you?
Look at the overall chart structure of Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is oscillating in a very tight range of 26,500 on a lower side and 27,500 on a higher side. So that 1,000 range would be very crucial for a Bank Nifty. Till now, we cannot take any decision until and unless the Bank Nifty managed to break out the either on the upside above the 27,500 or a lower side of 26,500.
IndusInd Bank or Yes Bank, a couple of picks there as far as the private banking space is concerned. Dyaneshwar, same question to you really. As far as the Yes Bank goes, we saw mild profit booking coming in Friday's trade, but really nothing that compares to the kind of 20% up move that we saw in Thursday's trade. We've closed out up about 25% on a Yes Bank. We've reclaimed a lot of key support levels. What does the chart indicate in terms of what lies ahead for Yes Bank?
And in the recent chart structure, we have seen that the Yes Bank was consolidating near about in the range of 160 to 200, 220 range. And after the breakaway gap has been created on the Thursday's trading session, and it has given a bullish candlestick pattern. And the main basic cheese we have to observe is that the volume is very good, and stock is managed to close above that. Until and unless the gap has not been filled up, the stock is stock will move towards the northern trajectory.
All right. And in the private banking space then, if you were to compare it to, let's say, an IndusInd Bank that Lancelot was indicating, of course, an ICICI Bank, even an Axis Bank, which would be the preferences here based on the chart structure?
Yeah, in the private bank space, I would go for an Axis Bank, because we have recently seen that the Axis Bank is moving in a clear uptrend and it is marches towards the uncharted territory. After that, it has taken a pause and stock is unfolded into the corrective pattern. If stock is managed to come around 670, 72, so that would be a great buying opportunity for an initial leg of up move towards again uncharted territory.
All right, so that's the view as far as some of the private banking names are concerned. Dyaneshwar, we have to talk about some of the auto names because the kind of moves that we're seeing play out for these, and I want to start with the Tata Motors. We saw a 17.5% cut coming in this counter in just a couple of sessions, and this of course on the back of their numbers. But this week, if we look at it in just the last 5 days, it's been a very strong week for a Tata Motors. It's a 7% uptick, in fact, coming in over the last 5 sessions. What is the sort of sense that you get on a Tata Motors? Because we know we've been stuck in this very tight range as far as this stock is concerned for the longest time.
Yeah, if you look at the chart of Tata Motors, so on a higher time frame chart, mainly on yearly, so it is moving in a lower top, lower bottom formation. But yes, we can find out some positive things in Tata Motors. In the year of 2011, the Tata Motor has made a low of 136, and in the current year also it has taken a support of that 136. So that could be a very crucial level for the
an Eicher Motors as far as Lancelot is concerned, one investment idea to look forward to. Same question to you, Dyaneshwar. Let's talk about the next week. We've seen a lot of volatile action. Just a few names. Dr. Reddy's, for example, Jet Airways has seen its own fair share of action. Even as State Bank of India, one of the biggest losers, in fact, that we have from the Nifty names for the week gone by. Where are you spotting the opportunities? What would be your one pick for the week ahead?
And Amrita, if you look at the overall chart structure of Bajaj Auto in the auto space, on a higher time frame chart, stock is oscillating in an escalating channel, where the downside oscillating channel's downside support has been taken by the Bajaj Auto near about 2600, and the vertical wave formation is really surprised the market and marching towards 2800. So recently it was unfolded into the corrective pattern. So I would suggest to go on buy and dip strategy, apply buy and dip strategy in Bajaj Auto by keeping a stop loss of 2700 for an initial leg of up move towards the 3000, 3100.